Good morning to all the viewers. Joining us on the show today is Vaishali Parekh, Vice President, Technical Research at Prabhudas Lilladher. Vaishali, good morning and welcome to the show. Uh, Overall, if you see in terms of markets, it was an interesting day of trade yesterday's session. We once again extended the losses further after resisting crucial, resistance zones as well. In fact, the psychological mark of 17,000 was also broken. From here on, after the recovery that we saw in the US markets, probably, we will see a gap up opening in today's session. But whether it's going to be sustainable or not and what levels we should be watching out for is going to be crucial. So, Vaishali, my first question coming to you is overall, from an opening perspective, what's your view? Because SGX Nifty is also indicating a positive move.
Very good morning, Hiral. So yes, we are hoping for a bounce, but I'm seeing even the smallest time frame chart. There is no scope of sustenance unless and until Nifty on spot basis. If we sustain about 17,200, can we expect a further run up of around 50 points to 100 points? But till then, the bias is still corrective. So yes, gap up, but the beauty of it is that we need to sustain about.
Right. So overall, what are the levels we should be tracking from today's trade perspective?
So I would say 17,200 should act as a near-term resistance, and 16,900 should be the intraday support. So if those support levels are also broken, then the downslide continues.
Right. So overall, if you see in terms of sectors, the selling that we saw in IT as well as the PSU banks yesterday has actually taken a toll on the sentiment as well. We ended at around 17,043. Now, the kind of selling that we saw in Nifty has approached the key support zone as well, which actually coincides with major retracement levels of the entire rally that actually started from the lows of June 2022. Now, despite the decline yesterday, the VIX has ended flat. Do you think that is something which could be a positive indication?
So we can say that maybe market can consolidate here for some time. But well, let's wait and watch. We have to see some follow-up buying, because only if we sustain about 17,200, we can expect some bounce back coming in. But till then, it could be a sluggish move and maybe just a stock-specific some up move, or that's it.
Right. And if you see the PCROI, which is at around 0.69, is that probably implying a possible pullback trade? Yes, levels we can talk about, whether it could be a small pullback rally or a big one. But does that actually indicate a pullback according to you?
That definitely calls for a pullback. So I am expecting market to reach 17,200 in that case.
Right. So then would it be right to say that that range of 16,800 to 17,200 will be crucial support, and possibly that tactical pullback remains high in this kind of a range?
Definitely, because anyways, we have seen a good corrective move coming right from 18,800 to now 17,000 levels. And likewise, even Bank Nifty, we have seen a very good fall. So, and right now, Bank Nifty is at a near-term support level. So, in fact, I think banking stocks should give a bounce. Like IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank, they should give a bounce in today's gap up opening.
Okay. And when you talk about Bank Nifty as well, as you mentioned, yes, there is one that the 200 level DMA of around 39,580 has been broken on Bank Nifty. But still, there was a lot of consolidation. We didn't see a major downtick in yesterday's session from a closing basis. And if you see the market breadth as well, Bank Nifty actually remains significantly better with 5 stocks advancing out of the 12 stocks, and the PSU banks were the ones which remained under pressure. So from a levels perspective, what should we be tracking from here on if we happen to see further selling pressure?
So I would look at 38,500 to 38,000. That would be the next downside target.
Right. And from here on, taking both of these into consideration from an expiry perspective, do you expect it that we will see an expiry close of around 17,200, and from thereof there's a possibility of a yet again cool off?
Well, that is wishful thinking, but well, I would say that it is a band of 17,000 to 17,200 for now. So let's wait and watch.
Right. And Vaishali, from a stock specific perspective from today's session, what really, catches your eyes? Anything where you could see good moves that could be good buying opportunities?
So there are 2 stocks which have shown good up move yesterday, even in this choppy move. So one is United Spirits, so just for a trading strategy, that looks positive. And the other one which gave a good close was Deepak Nitrite. So Deepak Nitrite, well, in the chemical sector is showing strength. And even in a falling market, we saw that, it's sustaining. We are not seeing deep corrective move. And sector per se, if you say metal stocks look attractive, because every attempt of a bounce, we are seeing a pickup coming in metal stocks. So, well, I would choose stocks among these categories.
And Vaishali, what do you make of a BPCL as well as an Axis Bank? Yesterday, we did see good moves. Do you think there could be good buying opportunities in today's session as well?
So see, Axis Bank, time and again, we have seen that the support of 825 has been respected. And so if we see a follow-up buying, I think it could be a good trading strategy to 845, 850 for today in Axis Bank. But BPCL, yes, yesterday we saw that there was some pickup coming in, but the rally fizzles out. So let's say that the chart is definitely showing signs of improvement. I would say it is a band of 320, and once we sustain about 330 levels, we would see a further run up coming to 340, 45. That is how I would look at this stock.
Okay. And interestingly, yesterday's session, you did see, pharma names actually pull up from the day's lows. So you had the likes of a Sun Pharma, Syngene, anything positive on those names as well?
Sun Pharma is technically well placed. 930, 950 is a good support, and that's from there we are seeing a bounce. So that could act as a defensive counter, and I would look at Sun Pharma.
Right. And what do you make of a Z Entertainment? Because in the kind of a fall that we saw, Z Entertainment was pretty resilient in yesterday's session. What are charts indicating?
Well, chartically, if I'm seeing the indicators, we are seeing some signs of bottoming out, and we could see some bounce, but it's always been a disappointment. So I would not lay my bets on Z.
Right. So these are a few names that we should be watching out for. And as Vaishali mentioned as well, yes, a pullback rally that could be on the cards. But how long-lived or short-lived it is, that's something that we need to wait and watch. But that 16,900 to 17,200 is the broad range we should be closely watching out for as well. Thank you, Vaishali, so much for joining us on the show and giving us those key levels we should be looking at and stocks from today's trading perspective. Thank you. Stay safe and speak to you soon again.